Hello to all. Here I have my GHM9 SBR. I've had it for, I'm not sure, maybe 2, 3 years, something like that. And this has not shown me Swiss excellence, really. I've had a few problems with it. One major one, it keyholed for some reason. I'm not sure what it was doing with the ammo, but it was tumbling, stuff like that. Saw hits on the cardboard, really weird. I think I had that problem figured out now. And there are a few little minor things that are getting on my nerves. One, it's either the stock itself or the lower receiver. This little hole right here. If I fold the stock, it should catch, but it does not. It does not stick into place. So one of those things are out of spec, either the stock, which is B&T, or the lower, which is B&T. Another issue I'm having is with the magazines. I only have two mags. I don't shoot this as much because partly because some of the issues, but this is not like to lock back on the last shot, and the bolt doesn't even like to stay back on empty mag. So I've tried this with other magazines. I've shot an APC9 and tried those mags, but there's something wrong with either the lower, I'm guessing, where as you can see, empty mag, put it in, it does not want to stay locked back. Whatsoever I'm pulling back as far as it goes, does not want to stay back. And it's not even just, one mag, another empty mag, put it in, empty, does not want to stay locked back. Okay, now it is staying locked back right now. But just watch this. I'm gonna tap it or either drop the mag. Look at that. So a lot of issues there with these magazines. So this has not been my best running weapon. I've also had issues with, I believe, extraction and ejection. Um, so yeah, spent a lot on it. Have like $150 vertical grip. Little freaking G10 panels are probably like $25, $30 each, so $60 between the two of them. I run a KG made titanium suppressor on it, another $1,000 there, and I've been having issues with it. One I have not been having issues with is the Scorpion, one of my favorite firearms I have. I've had it for the longest. This is actually my first SBR ever. I run a Bowers 9 on this one. I've shot over 10,000 rounds through this. I didn't have a lot of firearms at the time, so this got all the attention. But now it's almost getting none, really. It sits in the back of the safe. I probably shot it 100, 200 times in the last 2 years. But at first, this was getting a lot of attention. And this is working great. So with this, I can run the magazines that I know work. Scorpion mags that are a lot cheaper. You get them under $20, whereas these probably about $45 each. So to maybe remedy some of the problems, I got a new product I'm going to try out. So this right here is a lower from Lingle Industries. It will work on your GHM9 as well as your APC9 as well. What it does is it accepts CZ Scorpion mags. So I have maybe 15 or so mags like this versus two GHM9 mags. These are cheaper, and I know these lock the bolt back and they work. So this will go on to your GHM9, APC9 lower, and now you have the ability to use the cheaper yet reliable Scorpion mags. And as you can see here, you have lots of features. We'll get a closer look at this lower receiver here in a second. So the lower is constructed out of aluminum, and the machine work on it is absolutely fantastic, along with the anodization job on it. Top notch. There are a few little features on this lower. So you have a paddle style release right here at the bottom. So once it's in, go up and you can release it with your thumb right there. Also, you have little levers on the side outside the trigger guard. So when you're firing, you can push down with your trigger finger as well to freely drop the mag. you don't have to get a second hand in that operation. You have two holes up here, which are similar to AR style, where the pins will go through, but they will of course go on your GHM9 or APC9. Take standard triggers. I'll be using an AR-15 trigger. Not sure if you really need a 9mm trigger. It is a blowback for both designs. It's a pretty big bolt. We'll see how that goes. You have a bolt lock and bolt release right here. Little lever right there that pushes up the catch, and that is on both sides. Depending on the safety you use, which can be ambidextrous and takes AR-15, you'll be able to have an ambi there as well. On the bottom, you have your standard screw for your AR-15 grip, and it comes with a little tensioner where you can press up on the bottom of the receiver to take out any slack, and also comes with the spring detent for your safety. So absolutely great. Let's see how it fits on the GHM9 real quick. All right, I've taken the lower off, and the standard GHM9 and APC9 lower are the same, both polymer. You do have a pro option that changes up the bolt catch that's no longer on the bottom, as well as the ability to swap out the pistol grip. So you have polymer versus aluminum. But you get all the function, but you don't have to have the expensive B&T mags. So it would hop on like this. And what you'll have to do, you'll be reusing your pins on your lower to clip them back in. And I might end up trying the trigger to see if that works in here, but we'll find out soon enough. So it's a good looking match. The blacks don't match exactly between the actual upper receiver and lower receiver, but as of right now, even without the pins, I don't think we're going to have a lot of play. I'll be interested to see if this tensioning screw is actually going to be necessary. So I'm going to take apart my B&T lower and get this one all set up. All right, so we have the lower installed. The process wasn't that bad. Reusing the pins, just easy as picking a little spring out. I'll show you guys what I have here real quick. So I used a Magpul Mode K-grip. This is the first one I got of this version. I really like it. Nice and thin, short. I'm using I think this is just a mil-spec safety, 90 degrees. I think it's a takeoff from my LMT Timney trigger. I forgot which one that is. It's gold. And everything else is from the lower. So you got some little duds in there, some snap caps, and I've function tested it so far, and it's working pretty well. So again, you have a paddle mag release right here. I'm able to take it out. And also I have one right here outside the trigger guard. Shooting. I'm empty. Pop that down, and let's see if it drops free. It's almost empty. All right, so yeah, drops free right there. I hear a little bit of a bounce when I pull the trigger. I doubt you guys will be able to hear it. Just double check this again. It sounds kind of funky. It sounds like the hammer's bouncing on the bolt. Not sure how that's going to work out. I didn't try the B&T trigger in here. I might do that at some other point in time. Bolt catch, bolt release, pull back, push up on it, and it stays locked. And you can slingshot it. Let me just go and run through this real quick. Oh, nice and easy. I didn't even have to try that hard. Last round, lock back. And then this is a little stiff right here. I just had to work it in, oil that right here, press down, drop the bolt. So looks really nice so far. I don't think these magazines, the curve of them looks as good Has the straight mag when it comes to the B&T mags, but it doesn't look bad whatsoever. I'll function test the actual fire, live fire for you and everything. I'll see how it works. Have a feeling I might need to trade out the trigger, but I'll see how that goes. I'll give you guys updates soon. Thanks for watching.